Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back today. It is currently Saturday morning and our weekend took a turn that I just did not expect. Zach and I thought we were having a nice quiet weekend. I do have a bridal shower tomorrow morning, but we thought we had a couple days, just the two of us. Knock, knock, knock at the door, and Tyler showed up. We are having an adventure that, is just kind of a surprise. So last night we went out to dinner because he came around like lunchtime yesterday. Zach obviously was still working. I had some work to do. So yesterday night we went to this place called The Narrows. It's local. It's along the Delaware River and it's really pretty. We've been there. This is probably our third or fourth time, and every time the food is so good and very fresh, but it also has a very nice view just because it is along the Delaware River. I got a dish that I don't typically get because it isn't on a lot of menus. The last time and the first time that I ever had duck was in Texas. My friend took us out to a restaurant that had duck, and so I got to try it and I really liked it. So I did get the duck dish that they had. It was so good and we just enjoyed the views, had a really good time, and then we decided to cross the street to walk along the Delaware a little bit. I took some photos of Zach and Tyler, and then we headed home. So that was our night last night. Didn't expect that to happen. And today we are actually doing a train ride thing. I don't know what's going to be involved, but the guys are currently in a general store right now getting lunch while I'm sitting in the car, so I can update you guys. That's what I told Zach I was going to do. I was like, I'm going to start my vlog in the car while you guys are doing your thing so I can just talk without interruption. Yeah, definitely a little unexpected turn this weekend. So we'll see what this train ride is about. We're a little confused. It's supposed to be, at least it's titled like a wine tour train ride, but I don't know if there's actually any wine. It might just be that it ends at a winery. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be a good time, and then we'll see kind of where the day takes us. It's about, what time is it? Let's see. It is 1:15 p.m., so we still got a few hours to this day. I'm sure it's going to be a good one. All right, we made it to a parking lot. Zach's trying to get the parking situated. Of course, the machine's out, so that's convenient. And I don't know where Tyler went.
And they take off without us. These are all that remain of a huge iron forge known as the Adobe furnace.
This was the other place I said yesterday we could have gone to. This is room for two.
Is there room for two?
You actually feel cooler in light loose clothing because the sun hits you.
Take all the pictures and videos and selfies you'd like under one condition.
I'm screwed up.
Post it. Those little round things are going to be the grapes, and those fuzzy things, you may see, you may have to look at a couple. That's where the bloom happened, and they had pollen on them. Native Venus for the ones that everybody makes wine. This cheese stuff right here.
That's a blend.
What, you behind me?
Oh.
That was nice. I really liked that.
It was.
We just got done at the tasting and they had some food for us, and we're in the actual, what do you call this?
Vineyard.
Vineyard.
Rows of
I'll tell you, the soil in between the grapes is a little lumpy, and I'm wearing like kind of heeled sandals. But this is so pretty.
It's beautiful.
And the wine was really good, so I did get 4 bottles. There was only one that I was like, meh. It just wasn't my style.
Yeah.
That I typically like, not flavors I generally like. So that was fun. Did you like it?
I did. I liked the choo-choo. Bus ride was lumpy and fun, and this was nice.
And this property is stunning.
Breathtaking.
Look at that.
Like you said, 2 states, 4 counties. You can see from here 106 acres, 10 acres of vineyard.
So this is, you want to hold up the bag so I can show the name? Villa Milagro. And
Maybe
we're
you
in
can,
Jersey, right?
We're in Jersey.
I
We crossed
always forget.
over.
We did cross over.
You're gonna have to tag them so they can.
Oh yeah, I'll
they
tag.
can get a clip of this.
I will
too.
tag, yeah. But it was like a really nice tour, and he explained a lot about wine that I was not aware of. Glad I wasn't called on during the session. Zach
I got caught. I don't
Zach
mind.
was.
I have a weird palate though, so
I had my
probably-
sunglasses on. I was like,
I
nope.
answer questions contrary to most.
That was fun.
And we live on the property too, which is nice.
Yeah, this is sort of similar to what we were gonna do, except not a winery,
Yeah.
just a venue, but absolutely beautiful. All right, we're just waiting for the bus,
Right there.
which is over there already, but then
So
we'll
I
head
think
back.
the final train is 4:30.
Yeah, I think so. Editing Maggie coming in here. So you'll see that we're sitting at a table at the winery. We decided to get a glass of wine while we were waiting for the bus to bring us back to the drop-off point. And while we were there, somebody from the winery came over to talk to us, and they asked about my camera because I was carrying around my camera that I vlog with. And so Zach was like, oh, well, she has a YouTube channel. So I started to explain like what I did. And sometimes I feel awkward about it because I don't necessarily want to say that I film parts of my life. But it turns out that somebody that they know was recently diagnosed. So it was kind of a coincidental thing. I'm glad that I could show here's an adult who's had the disease since childhood and is doing well, but I thought that was kind of funny. So yes, back to the vlog.
I'm Kiln, K-I-L-N, as we discussed earlier. They make it.
All right, we just got off of the train, got to the car, and now we're going to the sandbar, which looks like it's actually right there. I just saw the sign.
Interesting.
So is it along the water?
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Yes,
right
it
on the
is.
Delaware.
Yes, it is.
Tyler is in the back.
Delaware and Lehigh
Alright.
convergence.
Adult child.
Let's figure this
See
out.
what this place is
Full-service
like.
cocktail bar. Very good.
Ah, good. Here's the view. That is pretty. All right, let's go. Oh, yeah. So I got this brisket burger at this place that was so good. It was actually from the Barbecue Boys, which is next door to the sandbar. Yeah, we ate at the Barbecue Boys. It was very confusing, the layout of this building, but it had 2 restaurants, and I don't know. Anyways, we finished off by going to this other place called Hoots. I believe it's called Hoots. But they also had a really pretty view because they're along the Delaware River. So I got a few clips. There was this boat dragging around people, I think on a tube, and we were watching them for a while. But that leads into the next day, the next morning, when I'm getting ready for the bridal shower. Good morning, guys. Okay, we had a great night last night, but it is early the next morning and I need to head to this bridal shower. It's like an hour and a half away in Westchester. I think it's Westchester. Is that where I'm going? Who knows? Yes, Westchester. Ooh, as things normalize in my body, I think my body's still figuring out what the heck just happened to it. And my cycle, I kind of just don't know when I'm going to get my period. And unfortunately, I got it yesterday. It was very late. It's always late on the first day, and by the second, it picks up, and that's today. So it feels like it's back to its normal heaviness. I'm cramping. I'm uncomfortable. This is usually a day that I would not leave the house. If I know my period's going to be on that day, I would plan to just be home because it's difficult to deal with out of the house, but I didn't know when my period was gonna come. Normally I got like a 28 to 29 day cycle, maybe 30. It was 35 last month, and then this month I think it was 33 or 34, so I just didn't know what was gonna happen or when it was gonna happen. Sorry, I thought somebody was pulling in our driveway. It was the neighbors. Alright, so I gotta put this in the GPS. We're gonna rock it today. I'm gonna see my family, get the updates, celebrate my cousin's fiance, get the GPS up here. Okay. Please, cramps, don't be too bad today. Please don't bleed through my clothing. And let's go have another fun day. Okay, I didn't film anything at the bridal shower because it just wasn't, it's not somewhere I feel comfortable doing that. I didn't really know a lot of people other than a couple of aunts. And honestly, my period kind of took over. It was a rough one this month, and thankfully I didn't bleed through my clothing that day. That would have been absolutely horrible. But I did a couple days later, and it was quite terrible. And also, it's just hard seeing family that you haven't seen in a while. One of my aunts knew about the ectopic pregnancy, and then I updated the other one, and there was a lot of questions, and I got choked up. It was difficult, and so I was really ready to go home. I was really ready just to be back with Zach, and like, I don't know. But anyways, got home after that. I actually met up with Zach and Tyler in Doylestown because they were at a restaurant. So I met with them at that restaurant once I was back, and we went to Fonthill Castle, which is what you're going to see next. I will throw in some clips from that.
Mossy Oaks.
Bavarian Baron. This lock is 300 years old in this room. What is it called? It's plus ultra, which means more beyond, because the plus ultra.
Means more beyond?
Yeah, so he lives here, and that's how he would let them out. To go on to
What's that little outversion?
that is the spring house.
That's how the mill was in that first. That's how everything is.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
The 44,000 currency back then today may equal $1 million.
Correct.
For labor costs, all house.
I'm telling you, if someone saw this.
After we finished up at the castle, I was completely exhausted. We get home, and this is why I didn't finish the vlog. We get home, my period is a raging, okay? Cramps, all of it. Was not feeling great. All I was thinking about was my leftover brisket burger that I had the night before because it was so good, but I didn't eat a ton of it. So I'm all excited for it. I was building this up in my head all day. And we get home, I open up the fridge, and there were ants covering the sandwich. They must have gotten into the box when it was in the car, and we didn't notice the ants. I full-on sobbed. I sobbed over this sandwich. So I knew the hormones were strong. But that was essentially our weekend, and I made it clear to Tyler to not surprise us again because that's really difficult. We were already going into the weekend really tired and just looking forward to resting, and while it was wonderful to hang out and like do these fun things, it was just, it took it out of me. And Monday I did pretty much nothing because I was so tired. So anyways, yes, this weekend, nobody come visit, nobody bother us. We are chilling. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. But that's just, I don't know. It's hard to do things on the fly when I've got a lot going on, not just Crohn's and an ostomy that I got to plan for, but a period that I just didn't know what was going to happen with or how intense it was going to be, and it was a lot. I think it was like 2 nights later, Zach and I were just sitting in our chairs. Mind you, I had just used the restroom maybe 30 minutes before, and all of a sudden I felt the rush. Ladies, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. I felt the rush, and I dripped across our floor into the bathroom, completely ruined a pair of shorts that hopefully I did what I could. I used hydrogen peroxide and followed internet instructions to get the blood out of it, but it was, I was like crying again because it It's terrifying after what happened a couple months ago. Anyways, I'm ready for a restful weekend. I wanted to share this weekend with you though, because I actually did plan on vlogging this past weekend. I wanted to do garden updates, but clearly that's not how it worked out. This is what we did. And you know, I rallied and then I slept on Monday. Sometimes that's how life works out. But thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed it, and hopefully I can get back to some regularly scheduled content very soon. Alright guys, I hope that you're feeling great, and I'll see you in the next. Bye guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are looking for a way to help support my channel, consider liking this video or even subscribing. You can also check out my store at LetsTalkIBD.shop. I have stickers and hoodies like these guys over here, just related to chronic illness and inflammatory bowel disease, something fun. And I also have a coupon code for my YouTube watchers. You could also become a member of my channel like the wonderful people scrolling on screen here. They've become a member and they have access to videos a little bit earlier. It's a great way to support my channel, and really, just watching my videos means the world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next.